Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Natural Peak. Today's compilation is certainly going to have you at the edge of your seats and wanting more. Ready? Well, let's jump right in. Security footage, mystery. Check out this security footage. It's nighttime and the streets are deserted. Suddenly, a shadowy figure walks across the street. It pauses, seemingly noticing something. Then, out of nowhere, a hooded man appears. Completely oblivious, he approaches a parked car, breaks in, and starts rummaging through it. As he's looting the car, the shadowy figure begins to move towards him. But before it can get close, the thief grabs his loot and bolts. Here's where things get weird. The figure realizes this and gives chase. This whole situation is bizarre. The entire time, the thief is clueless about the entity pursuing him. So, what was that thing? Some kind of paranormal security guard? Did it catch the thief? What happened when it did? Unidentified flying object or clever computer graphics. This captivating drone footage captures a strange star-shaped object hovering high above the clouds. Buckle up, UFO enthusiasts, because we're diving into a cosmic mystery. Is this a secret extraterrestrial meeting spot? An alien base silently observing us from above? Imagine spaceships from across the galaxy convening at this celestial hub. A theory that sends shivers down my spine, if I may say so myself. But here's the plot twist. Skeptics are raining on our parade with a more mundane explanation: CGI. Could this celestial marvel be nothing more than a creation of clever computers, rather than a galactic summit? While a part of me acknowledges this possibility, the other part, the one that wholeheartedly embraces all things alien, chooses to believe. Let's indulge in the possibility, shall we? Don't burst my bubble, just let me enjoy the mystery for a while. Animal encounters. Let me tell you, being smart and quick on your feet is important when you're in nature. This video is like a short lesson on how to handle wild animals. Here's the thing, there's something hidden underwater in the video. You can't see it at first. But the person who filmed it seems to know what they're doing, like they've been in this situation before. Instead of just waiting for something to happen, they take control. They grab a stick and throw it in the water. It's almost like a trick, and the alligator falls for it, showing itself. Remember, if you act fast before a dangerous animal gets ready to attack, you might be the one who comes out on top. What do you think? Frozen in time, a story of Siberia's harsh winter. Imagine this. You're exploring the vast, icy wilderness of Russia and come across a sight that tugs at your heartstrings. 3 mountain goats stand frozen, their bodies preserved by the brutal cold. This is a harsh reality in Siberia, especially near Oykon, where temperatures can dip a shocking 58 degrees below average. This remote area is sparsely populated, with only a handful of residents, between 500 and 900 in 2018. It's a place known for its unforgiving cold, where building a life is a constant battle. And seeing these poor mountain goats frozen in time is a stark reminder of why. Seeking shelter from the biting wind, these resilient creatures sadly met a fate as icy as their surroundings. It's a poignant reminder of how harsh and unforgiving nature can be in these extreme landscapes. Though on a lighter note, there's always a chance it's just a really impressive taxidermy job. A spine-tingling encounter, possession or performance. This video captures a truly frightening scene that will leave you shaking your head in disbelief. We see a man who seems to be overtaken by some unknown dark force. He becomes uncontrollable, thrashing around and making strange noises that send shivers down your spine. It's like something evil has possessed him, casting a dark shadow over the entire situation. The most chilling part is how violently the man reacts to anyone who tries to help. It's as if he's fighting an invisible enemy with all his might. This struggle is terrifying to watch. The big question remains, is this a real possession by a malevolent spirit? Or is it all a well-acted performance? A trick so good it blurs the lines between reality and nightmare. Some think it's a fake, but the whole scene is just too creepy to deny. It has an unsettling effect. Mystery on the water. This video is sure to spark some conversation. The shadowy figure in the water has a human-like shape, but the covering on its upper body is definitely odd, especially considering the location. Mermaids have captured our imaginations for centuries through folklore and myths, but figuring out if this video shows the real thing is a tough one. Here's the thing. When it comes to these kinds of videos, it's always wise to be a bit skeptical and consider other explanations before getting too excited. There could be a perfectly normal reason for what we're seeing. In the end, the truth behind the footage might forever remain a mystery. So, what do you think? Is it a real mermaid or something else entirely? City at night. Strange red light on camera. This video clip is a real head-scratcher. It's been a while since we've seen anything quite like it, so settle in and take a look. The first thing that jumps out is how unusual this red light is. It might even be one of the strangest or weirdest orb videos we've ever come across. Here's what makes it so odd. It appears in the middle of a city, which is very uncommon for these types of things. The light pulsates. It gets bigger and smaller a few times before vanishing completely. The person who posted it says the red color was the only strange thing. Everything else seemed normal, and most people wouldn't have even noticed it, since it happened late at night. Now, some folks who saw the clip are wondering if it could be connected to something happening at a place called CERN, a scientific research center. But without any real evidence, that's just speculation. So, what do you all think? Have you ever seen anything like this before? Understanding instead of fearing. Someone recently sent me something about a goat man, but when I saw the picture, I felt bad. The person they were talking about is just like you and me, but they have a medical condition they were born with. If you ever see someone who looks different, it's important to remember that they might have a condition called microcephaly. This is a hard word to say, but it just means someone's brain didn't grow as much as usual while they were still a baby. Because of this, they might have trouble learning or doing things for themselves. There are a few reasons why someone might have microcephaly, like problems with their genes or infections during pregnancy. The point is, sometimes things that seem scary are actually medical conditions. So, let's all try to be kind to people who look different until we know more. Belief and the unexplained. This is interesting, isn't it? These cultural traditions, like voodoo, can be quite fascinating even if I don't believe in them myself. It's easy to see why they're important to the people who practice them. Now, that levitating object is certainly something to think about. Some folks might say it's a fake, a trick of the light maybe, while others might believe